got fun playing this one. I really love this game.
Hey Rex, how are? What? Welcome to the me just really blowing everything up everything in sight from the sky. It's gonna be fun times. All right, let me start up the recording. Okay, recording should start here. Hey everyone, how's it going? Been a hot minute since I did an actual playthrough thing for the channel. But here are Project Wingman. What is Project Wingman, yes? It is more or less Ace Combat if it wasn't made by the Ace Combat people, and it ended up being really good. If you're watching this live, you can probably see this in like the stream title itself, but this is actually like my third or fourth favorite Ace Combat game now, and I say that as someone who fucking adores Ace Combat. Like, I did a couple of streams of Ace Combat 7 multiplayer before. I stream more of the Ace Combat games, so I want to do them in. Well, I want to say in order, but if I do, I'm probably going to start from 4 because, let's be honest, that's where Ace Combat really starts. But yeah, basically just need a method to record from my PS3 to play PS2 games on, and then I probably do more Ace Combat. But in the meantime, let's do this instead. Yeah, I recommend this game to anyone who they like planes, like Ace Combat, like interesting stories. If you think Gundam and other mech animes are cool, but instead of you were watching the entire time, and you wish the mechs were fighter jets instead, get this game, or Ace Combat. It's a general vibe of all of them. Let's see, what else? If you want to fuck the color orange, get this game. You will be seeing a lot of it. But yeah, this came out like just a month ago, and I've been playing the hell out of it. I basically have all but like 3 or 4 achievements, and those achievements are like get every plane in a either mode, campaign or conquest. Conquest, by the way, is like a straight up imagine Galactic Conquest from Battlefront 2 mashed with a roguelike, and you get Conquest. It's pretty rad. Yeah, there should be another achievement from... No, not punch the color orange. Fuck it. If you are sexually attracted to the color orange, this is your game. And if you don't like it, buckle the fuck up. Oh, so that's what you're into. Good to know. But there is one achievement in Conquest mode where to get them to the maximum alert level, where I should have that achievement, but for whatever reason I don't. But yeah, otherwise I have pretty much all the achievements, do all the missions, do everything in like all the do things on like the hardest difficulty level. I have beaten this game on Mercenary. It is fun and very difficult, especially the final mission. I've unlocked a good chunk of the planes, but I haven't gone back and got them all yet, so this is gonna sting a little. The things I do for you people! That just means I get to play this game more. Yeah, let me make sure. This didn't reset all my settings or anything, did it? Let me just make sure everything's right. Okay, all this still looks good. Yep. All good. Goodbye, plane. Where we're going, we don't need Gundams. We have planes. And also, sick jams. Gonna make sure to keep that music volume all the way up and hopefully don't get drowned out by it. And also I have the subtitles on top because if being an Ace Combat fan, having them anywhere else would just feel wrong. Alright, but yeah, that seems like everything is alright now. Let's start a new campaign, and we are going to be playing on hard difficulty because that's what I did when I first played this game. Because I played so much Ace Combat at this point that I need the challenge. Generations ago, a global cataclysm event scorched the world whole. Newly exposed and volatile material combined with an earth-shattering tectonic collapse, dismantling civilization whole. The world order was destroyed. History as we know it changed forever. But from the ashes, a new era began. Hundreds of years have passed. Humanity is now in the time known as After Calamity. Dear God, if that doesn't hook you already. After Calamity 432, January 9th. Mercenary Detail, Mercenary Agency, Sicario Corp, Squadron, Hitman Team, Squadron Number 1, TAC Name, Monarch. And right in the first briefing.
This backwater place is just about to come to an end. And, well, thank God. I don't mind a tropical vacation every once in a while, but it's not very glamorous, considering we're here to work.
That world map's looking a bit different, in it?
Before the defense minister releases our contract, and we move on to bigger and better. Hitman team, you haven't gotten all that much airtime this deployment, so you're taking point with this operation.
Hey, that's me.
We have confirmed the location of the Burlock Privateer headquarters off the coast on the southwestern edge of the Jesta Island chain. They're a mercenary group like us who unfortunately have turned to outright piracy.
Damn it, support your local devs, you bastards.
They are the culprit of the recent high-profile hijacking of the Federation-registered cargo ship May Lynx. The May Lynx is supposedly carrying volatile cargo belonging to the Federation's Department of Global Energy and Sustainability Office. Nothing specific from the Federation contact about the cargo. However, our orders are to retrieve it if possible, or to neutralize it.
Wait, if you look in the upper left corner, you will see our current briefing software is expired.
Nothing, so we're going in. Hitman team, you are to
Sicario's
approach the island
using this thing as like freaking wind water.
Control over the area. Your objective is to eliminate any surrounding anti-air and resistance on the island. After that, secure an LZ for our operator group Ronin to ascertain the cargo. Once Ronin lands, maintain air superiority until the next stage of the operation is determined. Be aware that the Burlocks have other Merc pilots on tap, so enemy reinforcements could be a factor.
Normally, we'd stay out of contact with any Federation-adjacent taskings. But this is the last thing we need to do for our current contract, so I'll let it slide. 2 birds with 1 stone. Easy enough, right?
I don't need stones, I have missiles! But yeah, now that the briefing is done, we can actually take a look at the current situation. Like briefing said, more or less just gotta take out the defenses in this area to go retrieve some important cargo. We can see on the reconnaissance data thing on the left there that we have... It's mostly ground targets with a bit of aerial defense, so it'd probably be best we use a plane that's suited for multi-role. But yeah, based on that glimpse you caught of the world map, Earth got fucked! Like, I've yet to like overlay a world map over what we're shown in the Project Wingman map, but I'm pretty sure where I currently live is now underwater in this world. Admittedly, this is hundreds of years in the future, so that'd be the least of my problems. Yeah, going back to that expired software thing, you think whenever they open up the briefing, they gotta be careful not to just mash the mouse so they don't accidentally click on the Buy Now button. Like you do with freaking like 7-zip and shit. You think that ever interrupts their briefings? But yeah, let's see, files. Are these also reset? Yes, they are, so I'm guessing right now we have about nothing. Yep, that seems about right. But yeah, as we do more missions, more of these will unlock and we'll get more details about the world and the lore surrounding it. For now, though, all we can really do is go on with the mission. For our first mission, we really only have these 2 planes available. We do have the MG-21. Yeah, as it turns out, plane licensing is a thing. Hence, despite all these more or less being real planes, the names aren't quite the same. So instead of the like F4 Phantom, we have the TF4. Instead of the MiG-21, we have the MG-21. And by the way, all of you people asking for them to make HD versions of the PS2 Ace Combat games, I'm sure they want to, but dear God, they have a lot of planes in those games that I'm sure they've lost the licenses to at these points. That's why Ace Combat 5 had to come with Ace Combat 7 as like a pre-order bonus. That's because technically they wouldn't be selling it that way. So yeah, either they'd have to get all the licenses back for all the planes in those games, which again, shitload of planes in those older games, or they'd have to pull the Project Wingman route and just make up the names. But yeah, we only have these two planes available because while this one is available, we don't have any money to buy it with, as we haven't done jack shit yet. But our two options are basically training variants of their planes will begin later on. Like you see, the MG-21 and the T-21 are more or less the same plane, but with better stats and a different paint job. So, T-21, what? Oh right, I've only used this plane like once, but this plane is so bottom tier that for its special weapons, it doesn't even get bombs. You have to use the fuel drop tanks as bombs. It's kind of amazing, honestly. I think it's the only plane where that's an option. Yeah, let's see, precise stats. This one, tad bit more faster and maneuverable with its turning and acceleration, while the F4 can turn a bit better. I'm gonna be going with the F4, mostly because one, I fucking love the F4. It just looks so cool as a plane. Like, look at this thing. It's got one of the more distinctive shapes among airplanes, especially with like the wings curving up like that. I just love the Phantom in whatever game it appears in. It's one of my favorite like starter planes in these combat games. I do also like the MiG-21, mostly for how much of a piece of shit it looks like. It looks like you turned it looks like you turned a freaking like firework into a fighter jet and then just stuck someone in it and said, "Good luck." Like, look at that. The entire nose is the freaking engine intake. It's amazing. But yeah, the other reason I'm going to be going with the F4 is, if we pan over to the side view here, you might have noticed there's a back seat there. The F4 is a two-seater aircraft. It's got where in the back, that's where the weapons system officer goes. Now, normally, if you're just coming in this fresh off of Ace Combat, you may be wondering why that's such a big deal. Sure, there's the model of a pilot back there whenever you select a two-seater, but they never do jack shit. Presumably in Ace Combat, they just stick a mannequin in that backseat. Not so much for Project Wingman. In Project Wingman, they make your backseater an actual character with dialogue that only appears whenever you're using a two-seater, and they are one of my favorite characters in the game. I love Prez so much. Mostly because you gotta love someone who's insane enough to get in the same plane as someone who flies like an Ace Combat protagonist. But, yeah, that's something I sort of love and dislike about this game, and that this game has a pretty good plane selection. I more or less only fly about 5 or 6 of them because that's how many two-seaters there are in the game. Like, I actively want to avoid flying one-seater planes because I want more Prez, damn it. But yeah, we'll be going with the Phantom for now. I'll get some UGBLs, large unguided bombs, to take out those ground targets. We'll, since we're starting anew, we only have the one paint scheme, and we'll only have one for the rest of the playthrough. You unlock all of the paint schemes once you finish the game. No, there's no, like, shoot down a certain ace requirement like you'd have in Ace Combat, which I'm a little disappointed with. I thought that was, like, fun replay value. And in here, we actually have flares, sort of like Ace Combat 7, but also different. I'll explain more once you actually get in the game. But let's launch for now. Subject Hitman 1 Monarchy. Yeah, well, before every mission, we'll get more or less this exact thing telling us, hey, you're Monarch, in case you forgot every mission and the exact location of where we are and the time. So this mission will more or less be happening at 4 in the afternoon. I always thought these opening credits were cool. Galaxy is also awesome. Turn this up a little. Galaxy sound more quiet. I don't need your tutorials. Holy shit, we fucked up that buoy good. But yeah, you saw Perez there. Again, you'd only be getting that dialogue if we're flying a two-seater, otherwise, yeah, well, he wouldn't be here. Yeah, we also introduced to a couple more of the major characters, our Wingman, Diplomat, and Comic, and our AWACS Operator Galaxy. I really like a lot of the characters in this game. I think this game does a good job at getting attached to all of them. But yeah. Yeah, another important thing. No checkpoints. We gotta do every mission in one go or risk restarting everything. And I'm pretty sure that required only one missile. No, it actually took 2. Alright. Yeah. Control-wise, we're actually... This is more or less exactly like Ace Combat. But a couple of key differences. One, instead of one button to swap between your secondary weapons, well, there is one, but I don't know what it is on my controller, use the D-pad instead. The reason being, as we'll see later, you can actually have multiple special weapons on the same plane, compared to Ace Combat where you only need to, you need to dedicate yourself to one at a time, which I think is really cool. Of course, that also means we have no Wingman commands to give the rest of the Hitman team, but you don't need to worry too much about that, because in this game, our Wingmen are actually pretty dang useful. Like, we'll still be doing the majority of the damage in all the missions, but in, the after-action reports, the allied kill count will still be a sizable amount, and dear God, I missed the shit out of that PT boat. And just misted them a little by skimming the water. Ah, damn it. There goes my no-damage run. This bastard scraped the paint on my baby. Let's use a couple of these bombs on right about there. Don't want to waste the bombs on things that aren't grouped up too much. BC-4. I've never took a quick look at these things. Are they fighting us with fucking seaplanes? What do you think you're doing, buddy? Sir. Just eject already, goddamn. I think even one missile is overkill on these poor dudes, goddamn. Now there's the last of our priority targets for now, which you can see by the big red letters saying priority next to the target. Oh, we got reinforcements coming from the north, but first of all, looks like we got some guys looking to take off in the middle of the engagement. We can't quite allow that, can we? Oh, that's just mean. Try ejecting from that! Yeah, at the very least now we're actually fighting against some actual fighter jets. Looks like we got some F4s and oh no, my baby, the F-15! I'm sorry, I'm about to do this to you! I can't bear to look. I say as I track it with my camera. I find, personally, I have a lot more success using my guns in a dogfight than I do with the missiles. Perhaps it just means I'm bad at dogfighting with missiles in this game, but yeah, with my flying style at least, it's easier for me to just get in close and just wail on him like that. Otherwise, the missiles just shoot past him. A bit of an easy-going first mission here. Joking aside, I probably could have gone this no damage if I got that PT boat the first pass instead of just fucking around with it. No, I gotta kill another F-15! Goodbye, my sweet. And unfortunately, there are no two-seater variants of the F-15 in this game, so I'm not going to be flying it that much, damn it. And here we have our first introduction of optional targets. Unlike, I say, Ace Combat Zero, where they affect the morality meter of what's going on. Here, more or less, are just for bonus points. Which some of the stuff like these substations and comm towers makes sense. Some infrastructure we don't want to take out. Why is this lighthouse an optional target? Who in the Creole Republic did this lighthouse keeper piss off enough for me to bomb with missiles, which I'm gonna do anyway, but still. Like, I'm getting paid for that. That's not even a cargo boat, that's just a lighthouse. What tactical value does it have? Like, I can only assume it was a personal grudge someone was paying me for. So here we got the cargo, we got to go ahead to bomb the hell of it. Let's get real nice and close. I'm sure nothing will go wrong here. And bomb away. Yeah, see, that's fine. Nothing wrong with blowing that up at all. If anyone asks, blame the lighthouse keeper. It was preemptive justice, I swear. I do like how they give Diplomat and Comic separate planes. Like, we don't have like a unified plane formation. It's more or less whatever each individual pilot wants to fly. Like, Mick has the F-15, Diplomat's got the MiG-29. I always get my MiG numbers mixed up. Master Goose! What a name. Hi, boss. So, one thing that mildly annoys me at this game, no autopilot, which I really like to use in my end of mission flights. It's hard to stay level without autopilot. See, Diplomat knows what's up. Oh, Kaiser's warboater is showing.
The money came through from this contract, and our opportunities in this region have just about dried up. If no one objects, and your contract with Sicario is still in effect, pack your bags. I looked a little into the Cascadian situation, and I believe we'll make a little something of ourselves there.
I think Kaiser found out where the plot is. But yeah, similar Ace Combat, we got the good old debriefing screen, tell us how all the kills went. Yeah, we can see our allies got a good amount of PT boats actually, and at least one of the Phantoms, and some of the AA. No mission replays in this game, unfortunately, like you'd get in Ace Combat. which is a shame. You can pull some cool maneuvers in this game.